There are so many countries, they are which are considered now as a hub for GCC, and how India is placed into this. So, apart from this accounting skill, what are other skill set students should have if at all they want to build their career in GCC? So, can you explain what are these global capability centers and what are the activities these organizations run in India? So, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Anuja Ashtewale. I am director and co-founder of Imperial School of Banking and Management Studies. Today, again, we are back with our finance talk series, wherein we will discuss more about finance. And yes, finance again, because we are an exclusive B school for finance. So today we have with us Mr. Shrenik Shah. He is an industry veteran and managing director with Armanino India. And today our topic for discussion is finance career in GCC. I will quickly tell you what is the purpose of this interaction, because we have a lot of students who want to make career into finance, but they are really not aware about exactly what is GCC and how GCCs are different than normal financial hubs that operate in various countries. So here, Shrenik is the right guide and mentor for us, who can guide us on how to build finance career in global capability centers. So it is an absolute honor to have you here, Shrenik. So let us start with our discussion.
Thank you so much for having me, ma'am.
Yeah. So very first question I would like to, ask you that, can you take us through your life journey? How did you start your career after pursuing CA? How did you, came to know how GCCs operate? In fact, I would like to mention that he has more than 25 years of experience working in various GCCs, and he is instrumental in setting up GCCs in India. So let us learn and, hear from him only.
So when I was doing my CA, you have to do articleship, as you know. So during that time, I had come across a situation where I decided, like, probably I may not be the right person to pursue my career in CA practice. So that's when I decided, like, I want to pursue something which is more credible, and I'm respected for my education and my input or the value addition that I do to the client. So that's how I decided to go for CPA. And I got to know about CPA back when I was in, I think in 10th standard, 12th standard. I got to know something about Becker and all that.
Okay.
So that's when I decided that I want to pursue something global, which is globally recognized. So I chose CPA. Then I was looking for a firm which can support me to do CPA, because that time, I'm talking about 2004-5. CPA was not taken in India. You had to go to US to take the exams and all that.
Okay.
So I was looking for a firm which can support this.
Okay.
So fortunately, I got an opportunity to work with GRC Business Data Processing in 2004. We were one of the pioneer batches, one of the 4 people's member team. So I started my journey there. I took the CPA exam in 2007-8, and then I got an opportunity to move to US in 2010.
Oh, wonderful.
So that's how my journey with CPA and with the US work culture started.
Okay.
So in 2014, my old firm, Graph Rapidity, merged with Citron Cooperman.
Okay. Okay.
So at that time, we did not have any. So we have a very small team in India, about 10, 12 people. And Citron was not having any India team. So they were in a dilemma, like, should we have it or get rid of it?
Okay.
So I had a kind of a professional battle to win with them, to not only keep it, but also want to grow it.
Okay.
Because there's an immense potential into that. So I had several meetings with the teams, and finally got an opportunity to speak for India team for about 10 minutes in one of the partners and directors meeting, where I pitched for the India office and growing it.
Okay.
Everybody loved the idea. I got a standing ovation. And then from 2015, we started doing the work with India office. So based on the success of that 2015, Joel Cooperman, the then CEO, asked me in one of the casual meetings, tossed an idea like, would you like to move back to India?
Okay.
So we had no plans. But, we thought over it. We kind of discussed very in detail, because you can imagine, like, generally people do not come back once they move.
Very true.
So, but we thought that it is a great opportunity. and I moved back in 2016. We started the India operations for Citron Cooperman.
Okay, that is 2016.
2016,
Okay.
February 2016, I moved back, started
Okay.
the Indian operations, legally, the Indian entity established and everything started. We grew it, so until 23, we had about 350 people working in different practices like tax, audit, consulting, operations, supporting the Indian US operations as well.
Okay.
So that really was a great experience, building the team,
Correct.
finding the right talent, building the
Very
talent
true.
also.
Very true.
So, and then for personal reasons, I moved out of Citron in December 23.
Okay.
And then I was again for search for the right team to work for and right firm to work for. And that's where I found Armanino.
Okay.
And I reached out to the team in Armanino, and I found the values aligned with my personal values.
Okay.
So I started Armanino India in 2014.
Okay.
So the journey with Armanino has been robust. In we are sitting in September, so as of now, we have already touched almost 300.
Oh, that's great. And 2024, it is started in India.
So it's like just
it is
about
just
18
1 year.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So first office we inaugurated in May 24.
Okay.
So it's practically 1 year and 4 months. We have almost now we have 4 offices, 3 in Ahmedabad, 1 in Hyderabad.
Okay, wonderful growth. Yeah. So I would like to, ask you one question related to these organization. As you mentioned that you have, developed these teams at Citron Cooperman and now at Armanino. So about these organization, very few students know. They have heard about them. So and they fall under this GCC. So can you explain what are these global capability centers and what are the activities these organizations run in India?
Right. So let me take you back how the GCC came into picture. Because when I started my journey in 2004, the terms used were BPO, KPO. So it's business process outsourcing, knowledge process outsourcing.
Exactly.
So at that time, the predominant work was just like bookkeeping, or anything that probably the US team felt that, okay, this is very repetitive. We don't want to do it in US because it's more cost effective. So cost was a prominent factor. Of course, it is. But now it has grown to a level that the US teams are seeing India as back-to-back partner, like level-to-level partner. So they are, it is treated as an extended office. So it's not just about the cost, but it's also like talent, trust, and the team. So and technology, obviously. So it's a combination of the 3 things, like technology, talent, and team, that is making the good GCC.
Oh, great!
So it is not just about the cost, but it's the value addition that the team is making. Because almost 20 years back, when I started journey, there were hardly any few CPAs in the market. Now, if you go out in the market, there are several CPAs who can value add a lot of things to the firm. So the kind of work is coming that is much more complex, much more level-to-level work. So even at Armanino, what we do is like we have the same titles and same expectations in terms of roles and responsibilities. So if we are giving somebody a manager title and a manager in the US is doing, let's say, a client billing and a client interaction, they are supposed to do the same thing. It's not something that they'll just do a back office work and not interacting with the client. They do interact with the US.
Okay, so end to end, they are handling every activity.
Everything. Yes.
Wonderful. So, what is the exact difference between these global capability centers and those, already developed financial hubs?
So, global capability centers, as I mentioned, is like more of an extension of the US offices. So, when you say having another office in a different region, except the local labor laws, everything remains the same.
Okay.
So for example, we have 4 offices or 2 locations in India for Armanino.
Okay.
So, and in the US, we may have about 26 or 27 office locations.
Okay.
So Armanino as a global team, we have 29 locations.
Oh, great.
That's how we see it.
Okay.
We do not segregate like it is India and it is US resource. We try to integrate in such a way that it becomes part and parcel of the entire team as a whole. So the best part is like those companies who have global capability centers, their work does not stop. They do not. The sun does not sets in their office, because when the US is working, India is sleeping. When India is sleeping, US is working. So somebody is working in the office throughout 24/7.
True. Okay. I hope student must have got this idea how global capability centers are different than already developed financial hub. So again, follow up question on this, that there are so many countries they are which are considered now as a hub for GCC, and how India is placed into this.
Yeah, it's a great question. So, as you know, like first of all, India is one of the youngest, country with maximum young people, young talented people, and who can speak in English.
Very
So
true.
that puts India as number one location for the choice, for making a choice for, like, let's have the India as our global partner for any, whether it is US or Australia or Europe.
Yeah, true.
So those firms which are finding it difficult to get the talent in their own country,
Okay.
even after paying a lot of money.
Why is this happening?
Yeah, so I can definitely give you example of US, because that's my forte. So in US, what is happening right now, very less students are opting for accounting as a course. So that the inflow is very less.
Okay.
Now, the current market, like the number of accountants that we are seeing in today's world, several of them, a substantial number of them, are going to retire in next decade.
Oh.
So that's going to create a lot of vacuum
at US, yeah.
at the US level. So similar situations happening in other countries as well.
Okay.
So if you see at the very high level, 35,000 feet, you will see that vacuum is going to be filled by two things. One is AI. So any mundane task, any repetitive task, anything that can be handled by AI, that's going to be taken by AI.
Okay.
And the rest of the things is going to be taken care by the offshore team.
Okay.
So we are looking for very, very strong, talented team who can support those functions.
Okay.
And these are not going to be simple functions. It's going to be challenging tasks.
Okay.
Not a simple, like, for example, in accounting aspect, it's not going to be a data entry job. It's going to be analytical job.
Exactly. So students need to understand these accounting skills very well if they want to work in GCC.
Absolutely.
So apart from this accounting skill, what are other skill set students should have if at all they want to build their career in GCCs?
So technical thing is one thing, like accounting or finance or any technical skill is one part. But apart from that, there are two major skill set that I personally feel that is going to play a significant role. So let's call AI is one thing. So AI is artificial intelligence. Then BI is business intelligence. CI is communication intelligence. How to communicate. How to communicate with people, because in recent years, what has happened, I think maybe after COVID effect, or whether it is because of the phones and accessibility from the home, collaboration is biggest challenge.
Very true.
People cannot work together.
Yeah, this individuality
has
create a lot of hurdle for them too.
We'll see millions and millions of individual contributors, but when it comes to a team role, they feel challenging. Like, okay, I cannot work with this people, and I cannot work with this situation and all that. So if you have a really good collaboration skills, you have good communication skills, you can deal with emotional intelligence. Because when you're dealing with different people, and I'm not talking about just dealing with Indian team, I'm talking about dealing with US teams.
Exactly.
Dealing with European teams, you're dealing with different time zones. So how to manage that? It's not, because today India has emerged as a leader in providing a good talent and resources for the entire world. Now consider entire world as a village.
Okay.
Somebody is working in a different time zone. Somebody is working in different, they have different accents. Of course, different languages. But as an Indian, I feel that we should be used to it. Because even on our currency note, we have 15 languages, official languages.
Exactly.
Even in our office, I'm sure that there will be at least 10 to 15 languages spoken in the office.
Very true.
So it should not be a big challenge. But the way how to be respectful, for example, US team has to be respectful for Indian holidays. India team has to be respectful for their timings.
Exactly.
Like they start at like 9 or 8. They may have to shift their hours. So those skills will be important. Those skills will play a significant role. And also on a business side, when I talk about business intelligence, I think problem solving and critical thinking,
Okay.
those skills are very important.
Okay.
It's not just like, for example, most of us will be knowing Excel.
True.
But when you, and I'm giving a very simple example just for context purposes. For example, you have 500 students in your institute, and you feel, okay, each student should have individual folder for with their name.
Okay.
You know Excel, you have the problem.
Okay.
You should know that with using Excel, we can do that within hardly 5 minutes.
Correct.
So that applicability, that problem solving and critical thinking should be there. It's not just about learning Excel or AI tools for that matter.
Okay.
But practical applicability, when it is applicable, how to use, because ultimately AI tools gives you efficiency. It makes you smarter, swifter, and cheaper. You can compete with because if you know, for example, if a client comes with a project like this, similar like this, I give you a very real example. We had a situation where we had to prepare 3,000 client tax forms manually in PDF. We cannot afford to buy the software because each license would cost us a lot of money.
True.
So we had no choice but to go for PDF.
Okay.
So we approached our tech leader who prepared a bot.
Okay.
And once the Excel was complete, the bot ran the system and the entire 3,000 forms were ready within fraction of minutes, fraction of seconds.
Okay. Wonderful.
So that is the practical applicability of the business situation. Like you have a challenge, like you have constraint in terms of the budget. Like you have limited time, you have limited amount of resources that you can utilize. Within that, you have to come with an outcome which is acceptable, which is accurate, and which makes you profitable.
Okay. Understood. Very wonderful insight. Because, as a finance student, everybody think that I should be good at taxation, I should be good at accounting. But apart from that, these soft skills related to accounting, even this technology plays a very important role. So I would like to add, point here. We are also covering, these skills, and we are training students very heavily so that student will become ready. Because anyway, student will learn finance, and that is there in our curriculum. But training them on communication, then training them how to work in a team plays a very vital role.
Absolutely.
This is what they learn into management.
Absolutely.
So we discussed about CA and CPA also. So the kind of requirement, the GCC are generating in India, and the kind of supply in terms of CA and CPS they are getting, don't you think there is a mismatch? Would you like to see the management students also, those who have finance background? What is your take on this?
Absolutely. So actually, traditionally, what we used to call is accounting firm, they are no longer just accounting firms.
Okay.
They, like talking about Armanino itself, like, we have major 4 business units, but within consulting, we have more than 25 practice area.
Okay.
Including tech consulting, technology consulting, including valuation, including financial advisory services, transaction advisory services, business outsourcing services. So there are multiple facets of that.
Okay.
FP&A being one of them.
Okay, FP&A. Okay, that is financial planning and
financial planning as well. So traditionally we used to call this as accounting firm, but nowadays what is happening, like client, when it comes to client's requirement, they want everything under one umbrella.
True.
So we, as a firm, we try to cater maximum services what we can. So it is no longer just about accounting or tax or audit, but it's also about, like, if you're a technical person, like tech consulting person, you can be at Armanino. You can, if you're FP&A person, you can have a career at Armanino.
Wonderful.
So and FP&A being a very niche job, like FP&A requires a lot of analytical skills along with the software. So it's not just about numbers or knowing numbers, but also how to interpret that. How to because no matter whether it is a manufacturing unit or service industry, every industry needs FP&A people.
True. You should have good forecasting ability.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And now with the help of AI, what is happening, the next level of forecasting, for example, I'm a service industry. My revenue depends on multiple different industries. For example, I have a client from manufacturing, I have a client from automotive industry, I have a client from, let's say, real estate industry. Now, my forecast is based on these revenues. Now, if any of these industries not performing well, my revenue is also going to be affected. So AI or tools which can support these services or analytical skills, that will help me to arrive at the right forecast.
Okay, true.
So it's also, of course, FP&A technical skills are important, but understanding how to utilize AI to give you more accurate and real-time results.
Okay, this integration of AI with FP&A knowledge is very important. Okay, so we discussed about FP&A also. We got, a lot of queries related to consulting. A lot of students aspiring to work into consultancy side. So can you give more focus on how consultancy career can be built with GCCs?
Right. So consultancy has, at least at Armanino, we have many practice areas.
Okay.
So it could be, so let's talk about like for audit. Audit is, when ITGC, like internal control consultancies, there, SOX compliance.
Okay.
That is one area. Then there are tech consulting. So, for example, we have a member, or we have a unit service area where we help client to choose the right ERP.
Okay.
Because ERP system, which is kind of a backbone for any major firm, right? Like ERP runs the entire, it's like the, the nervous system of the firm.
True.
Because your HR, finance, everything is run through ERP. But when to get into the ERP, what ERP to choose, these things, these are all consulting things, because client cannot choose from one or two things that is presented to them.
Very true.
So they have to hire consultants like us who help them choose the right ERP for them, which is suited best for that particular industry and considering their future growth.
Okay, that is for technology consulting.
No, not just technology consulting.
Okay.
I'm talking about like ERP consulting, like the software consulting, like what software to choose.
Okay.
From understanding their business.
Okay.
From financial consulting, like of course, the like mergers and acquisitions happen.
Very true.
So they have to do the due diligence.
Correct.
So like whether the merging company is a perfect company, a perfect match for them or not.
True.
So those kind of analysis that has to be done. So that's M&A analysis, due diligence, valuation services.
Okay.
These are all consultancy services.
Okay.
And these are all based on, whenever there is a transaction going on.
Okay.
Before the transaction, they have to take the advice.
Okay. Wonderful. So we are covering this, all these pointers in our syllabus, because we cover merger and acquisition. Yeah. Again, we cover, this FP&A also in our syllabus. So if at all student want to make career into consulting part of GCC, what are that exact skill set you will look at the student? So
I just want to add to, why it's going to play a significant role because of the private equity being into the picture.
True.
So a lot of mergers and acquisition activity is going to happen in the next decade.
Okay.
At least in accounting and any other industry.
Okay.
Because a lot of money is going to flowing. So obviously their focus will be on how much we are making as an investment.
True.
So FP&A is going to be much more important role.
Okay.
To start their career.
Okay. If we discuss again more about their early career and progression ahead with GCC, if we can discuss, maybe we can discuss their career path for 10 years. If at all some students start as a fresher with some GCC.
Yeah, so they can start as a staff associate or something where they can learn how to do budgeting, how to do forecasting. So including the firm for themselves and for the clients also, they all have to do forecasting. Like because a lot of things depend on this forecasting, whether it is hiring plan, workforce planning, whether it is the sales revenue, everything is impacted. Everything starts like what's your expected revenue? Based on that my expected revenue is X. Based on that, I'll be able to prepare my budget for COGS. This is my maximum budget that we can go for. Based on that, my IT operations will be that, like how many, let's say, laptop we have to buy and all that. So everything is linked.
Okay, true.
So they have to start from scratch, like how things work. And now there are so many good software which help you to integrate not only just one currency, but also, like, for example, Armanino has units in Canada, in India. So different currencies get involved in forecasting. So they also integrate the live real-time currency values, like exchange rates.
True.
So because sometimes when you forecast it, like the currency rate was 80 rupees in a dollar, but now when you are actually spending, it's an 85 or 86 rupees a dollar. So what is the impact on that?
Yeah.
So you have to analyze these things that
Okay.
out of let's say there was a deviation of $50,000.
Okay.
Out of that, 5,000 was because of currency exchange, and 45,000 was the actual difference.
Okay.
So these analytical things they have to focus on.
Okay. One last question, Shrenik. What is the one last message that you want to give to our PGDM students so that they can take this as a takeaway for their rest of life?
Sure. So I think one thing I would highly recommend to all the students is in today's social media, it is very easy to get distracted, compare yourself with others. So the best thing for yourself is never compare yourself with others. If you want to compare yourself with yourself. Try to be a better version of yours. I think as a leader, our goal is to get the best potential out of you. But from your side, I think you have to keep challenging yourself. That will keep you on the toes. That will give and that will try to bring out the best in you. So if you compare with yourself, you will never be distracted. You will never be disappointed. You'll always see a change. So I give you one simple example. If 1% change you make every day, not much, 1%, at the end of 365 days, you'll see yourself in a different position. So that's the only small message I want to give. Wonderful message. So everybody, students who are studying with Imperial School of Banking and Management Studies should note this down, that every day you should work on yourself to make yourself better every day. So thank you so much, Shrenik, for taking time out and traveling from Ahmedabad to Pune to interact with our students. And I hope I did not bother you with a lot of questions. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.